Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, traders. Actually, midday traders. Welcome to Live with Oscar.com, my 2,585th installment. Welcome, traders. Remember the risk behind trading. It's very risky. Never trade without stops. You certainly would have needed stops today if you went short based on the stupid video I put out last night. Let's talk about that. So today's Thursday, June 1st. OMNI was red for last night. This bar did not exist. Let's see if I can remove it. This bar did not exist. And the opening yesterday afternoon for tonight, or for today's trading, was like this. And let's just put that into focus for you. So we had a little bar there. And it opened outside of the channel. All right, this was yesterday's opening at 6 p.m. And OMNI was pointing down, and I said, okay, that's outside of the channel. Let me show that to my OMNIacs. And we went over to the E-mini S&P, and I said, well, we just had a double top, which is absolute. Why? Because you had a reaction. And the OMNI was pointing down, so we were looking for some downside action in the E-mini S&P today. That was just absolutely wrong. I guess nothing's as strong as good debt ceiling news, but we're talking technicals here. That's a fundamental. Technically, I was absolutely wrong today, but here's what happened. We got short. Let me just grab a little tool. We got short the E-mini S&P and the Russell, and it cracked. And my exit was 41.76. We were getting out at 41.76. We were short near the highs. So we put orders in to get out at 41.76, and it comes down to 41.78 and goes back up and stops us out. Just like that. 20 points out the window. We didn't grab them. So that was the E-mini S&P bad trade. Then we did a Russell trade. This is all today, based on last night's video. We did a Russell trade where, same thing, we got short. The Russell dropped to the profit objective, and we got out at the lows. That was it. Done. Perfect trade. At the same time the ES trade was running, it almost got us out at the lows and went out and stopped us out. So we had one winner, Russell, one loser. But overall, we lost because we got stopped out in the S&P, and we took, I don't know, a 10, 12-point win, 15-point win in Russell. So in the end, we ended up losing today. My bad, kids. I just wanted to show you that. Now let's go back and look at the charts and make sense of this. All right, so OMNI has been bullish every day up until last night. And today we actually had the up move that OMNI's been hoping for or waiting for. All right, so be it with day traders. We'll get back into it this afternoon. But let's take a look now and see what's going on. Forget about today's trades. We're out of them and we're done. But for trading later on tonight, we are back into this channel. Let me make it nice and thin and show you what I'm getting at. The NASDAQ is now back in this channel. You see it? Yeah, let me blow it up a little bit. Now we're back in the channel. That's where we were yesterday at the close, but then it opened outside the channel, and all right, so we're back in. That's good for the NASDAQ, right, for bulls. And ES, look at this guy. So the ES basically had the two-day pullback, but you know where it pulled back to, even though it went through just a little bit? There's a line that goes all the way back to previous highs, the highest ever in the S&P, the highest print. That's this black line. It goes all the way back, right? So, I mean, it goes all the way back. That is what it bounced off of. See that right there? Bounced off of it, held it, right back up. If it gets past that double top, it is gangbusters running towards the upside. And the Russell, nothing really, no changes in the Russell. It's inside of this big flat or flag, whatever you want to call it. And it's right in the middle. It was on its way down. Today it went up. Really no change there. But this one is interesting. Look at the Dow. If you remember, for the last few days I've been showing you this interesting juncture that it should hold at. Well, the Dow sure did hold at it today. and started the up move. Now, I'm assuming this was based on the good news about the debt ceiling, but whatever, we will just follow the OMNI and the charts. Looks like we are heading back up. I'm hoping for a green OMNI arrow for tonight so we could jump in and take part of this. But here's an interesting thing. In the background, I'm going to show you something. This is my board. You see how just about every market I follow is green, except for the dollar index? Sugar, which is closed at the moment, right? Everything's green. Well, the dollar index looks like this right now. Now, really interesting. I'll show you what's been happening almost on a daily basis. Right now, the dollar index fell out of this channel and had a down day. And lo and behold, my board is completely green. Well, yesterday, the dollar didn't do this. The dollar was like that, and I promise you, I showed everyone in my trading room my board. I said, look at my board. It was red. The entire board was red, except for bonds and gold, right? So dollar was up. My board was running downwards. Everything seemed scared. Dollar down. Everything's running up. It's been this way for about the last 5 days. The dollar doing this forces the markets up quickly. And when the dollar runs up, it gets them scared. So keep an eye on the dollar. And now this isn't every day and it won't last forever. But while it's happening, keep your eye on that dollar. When that dollar goes up, markets go down. When the dollar goes down, markets go up. That relationship will go away. But while it's here, keep your eyes on it, kids. Figured I'd show that to you. My apologies about the stupid-ass S&P not getting out trade. Great Russell trade. Thank you, Omni. Smart S&P trade for the morning. But we never got out. We missed it by 2 ticks, and that was that. All right, traders, we'll do another update this evening to see what's going on for tomorrow. Remember, when you're trading and markets are going against you, you don't move your stops, you don't panic. Say this to yourselves instead and let the stops get hit. 1, 2, 3. Stops are in. Emotions are out. Thanks for tuning in. We'll have a much better trade this evening. I will see you all at livewithoscar.com.